Okay, sine of x, cosine of x. These are functions we want to graph and understand. So remember, they come from, how we talk about them is we talk about the unit circle. Here it is. Right? And the values, well, sine, that are the y values on our unit circle. Cosine is the x values on our unit circle. And then together they form the points that form the circle. Okay? So to graph sine, what we're going to do, from negative 2 pi to 2 pi. Okay? Here's negative 2 pi. Here's 2 pi. Here's 0. Here's pi. Here's negative pi. Here's pi over 2. Splitting stuff in half. Here's 3 pi over 2. Here's negative pi over 2. Here's negative 3 pi over 2. Negative 3 pi over 2. Okay. So, well, we know that sine of 0, right? When the angle is 0, we know that the y value is 0. We're just on the x-axis, so sine starts at 0. Okay, I guess we're going to have to go up to 1, and then we're going to have to go down to negative 1. Let's get the 0 out of here. Okay. Down to negative 1. Okay. So we start at 0. And then we go up here to pi over 2. At pi over 2, the y value is 1. So we're up here at 1. Then we travel down to pi down here where sine is 0 again. Then we keep traveling around a unit circle down here to 3 pi over 2 where sine is negative 1. Because, again, the y value is negative 1. And then now we're back up here when we get to 2 pi, which is all the way back around the circle right here. We're back at 0 again. Right? And then it's just going to follow this general pattern. So there it is. And then at negative pi over 2, we're going to be back at, we're going to be down at negative 1. At pi, we're going to be back at 0. At negative 3 pi over 2, we're back up at 1. And then at 2 pi, we're back down at 0. Not sure what just happened there. Okay, there it is. Okay, so there's our sine graph. And the amplitude of sine comes from the fact that the radius of the unit circle is 1. And that's where our sine values come from. The period comes from the fact that we're making one full revolution around the unit circle. Okay, so it takes us 2 pi radians to cycle through all of the values that sine will be. Okay, similar idea for cosine. Okay, here's negative 2 pi. 2 pi. Okay, and like magic, there's the rest of it. Alright, so then cosine, when we start at 0, cosine of 0 is 1. When this angle is 0, we're down here on the x-axis, which is 1. So cosine actually starts up at 1. Here's negative 1. Okay, so here's cosine. And then we travel around the unit circle up to pi over 2, where cosine is 0. Keep traveling down here to pi, where cosine is negative 1. Okay, keep traveling down here to 3 pi over 2, where cosine is 0 again. And then all the way back around to 2 pi, where cosine is 1 again. One full cycle. Okay, so we go down, and then back up. Okay, well then at negative pi over 2, we're going to go back down. At negative pi, we're going to be down at negative 1. At 3 pi over 2, we're going to be back at 0. At 2 pi, we're going to be back at 1. There's our graph of cosine. Again, amplitude comes from the fact that we're using a unit circle. Unit circle has a radius of 1. So we're only going to be going up between 1 and negative 1. And we cycle through in 2 pi as we travel around the unit circle.